Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Let's begin with today's class. In our last class we studied about the different policies of British and how did the British rule came into expansion, right? So we studied about one Governor General was Lord Wellesley. How did his policy made the British capture India. So after Lord Wellesley, there was one more Governor General who was very strong and powerful was Dalhousie. So after Wellesley's policy, Dalhousie became the next Governor General and he wanted to expand more British rule in India. How did he did all this? Let's see. The aim of Wellesley's policy of expansion was to enslave the native kingdoms without using much of the British resources. So basically the main aim of Wellesley was to expand the rule of British but without making any cost or without giving anything from the British side, right? So they wanted to use less resources and capture more in India. Next thing was that the state that accepted the subsidiary alliance considered the British of their friends. So the states which the states which accepted the subsidiary alliance system of Lord Wellesley, they were thinking that the Britishers were their friends, but actually they were not. Eventually, in the absence of internal and external threat, they became irresponsible and their administration started deteriorating. See what happened when the Lord The Lord Wellesley subsidiary alliance system was accepted by many of the states. So they were thinking that they were their friends. So slowly they started interfering. The Britishers started interfering into matters of that states who accepted the subsidiary alliance system. And what they did, they became irresponsible of their administration and started detroiting. So the kings of that state thought that these people are helping them and they were irresponsible about their administration, and the expansion of the British rule started increasing. The outcome of the conspiracy of the British was the anarchy in many princely states. So what happened? The result of this irresponsibleness of the kings and irresponsibility of the kings of that state made the British to get that states, to capture that states. So basically they captured slowly they started interfering into the states of the states that accepted subsidiary alliance system, and they started to capture that state with different reasons. Let's see what were that excuses which British gave and they captured the states. So British got an excuse to start interfering into their internal affairs of the states on the pretext of putting an end to the anarchy. They annexed many states under the same excuse. So there were some common excuses which were been made by the Britishers, and they started capturing the states. Therefore, Burma, now Myanmar, right? That region of Punjab and the region of Punjab are also annexed. How did they annex this region? If the king died without a son, his state was annexed. See, they annexed the states like Burma, which is Myanmar, and Punjab, and many other regions of Punjab. Then they also started capturing the kingdoms who did not had any higher, which means if there was a king and he was not having any inheritance or any child to take after his kingdomship. Then what he did, the Britishers annexed that states as well. They made this policy that any king who will die without a heir will be annexed by the Britishers. If the king died without a son, his states was annexed. The next thing was, in this way, Satara, Jhansi, Nagpur, etc. became the victims of policy of annexation. So, this way, the states like Satara, Jhansi, Nagpur, this all states became their victims of policy of annexation, and they got into hands of Britishers. Dalhousie aimed at helping the British traders to make huge profits from the trade of the tea, coffee, cotton by capturing the areas that produce these commodities on the large scale. So what did Dalhousie did? They helped British traders and they started making huge profit out of the goods which were produced by Indian people, and they started capturing that areas with which were producing a very large amount of commodities. To consolidate the British rule in India and to run the administration smoothly, many changes were introduced by Dalhousie in India. So, to make the British power more stronger and to run the Indian administration smoothly, Dalhousie made many changes in the administration. During his tenure, the first railway line was started between Mumbai and Thane. So he made the first railway line in India, which was made between Mumbai and Thane in the year 1853 CE. The modern postal services started in India, and wireless system between India and England too was introduced during his tenure. So they started the postal service system in India, and this system was also introduced during his tenure. He also passed laws to ban child marriage and advocated widow remarriage. So he also did some of the good things, right. He changed the traditional method of child marriage. He banned the child marriage system. Along with that, he also advocated this widow remarriage system, right? So if a girl is widow at a very small age, then she can get remarried to anyone else, right? So other than that, they also made English education spread in India during this time. So the system of English education was spread during that time in our India. The first three universities in India were established in Mumbai, Chennai, and Calcutta. So he also made some universities, like three universities, one in Mumbai, Chennai, and Calcutta respectively, in the year 1857 CE. Thus, these reforms were basically for the expansion of British rule. But why did they make this type of rules? Was to basically expand the British rule and ease in the administration. And this is how they made some good policies to capture the Indian states. Although Indian benefited later on, but later on the Indians were benefited by this expansion and by the rules of this Dalhousie. They had to suffer a lot with the introduction of British reforms. So they also had to suffer many things because they were started reforming and they were making Indian policies and many other things different before, like they were making many new things in India. So this had to be a little bit, the Indian people had to suffer a little bit because of the British changes. Reforms means changes, right? So over here the policy of Dalhousie gets over, right? You can see the picture of the first railway in India, which was being made from Mumbai to Thane, right? So I'm going to stop over here. We'll continue the chapter in the next class. Thank you.